Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, where our series is going to enter a bit of another phase, another era, where we are going to be doing one episode a week. And the reason is because we're waiting for the patch to come out. We have completed so much of this game, 94% of it to be precise, and of the things that remain to be done, almost all of them are just really long, grindy things. And I know previously I'd been doing Siralim 5 days a week, then we cut it down to 3 days a week as we started running out of things to do. And now, especially after we found the Construct Master, I think, by the way, my voice is going. I think I might be coming down with a cold, which is a horrible way to find that out, but you know what? I'm gonna just power on through. But yeah, after the Construct Master was found for the 10th time, which completed our Master achievements, there really isn't that much left for us to discover in this game. You know, other than skin drops, there's really not much that the game could surprise us with. And that was a big part of why I enjoy Siralim so much. And I suspect a big part of why so many other people love this game is because every time you play, it's like you find something new. But, I mean, I guess we shouldn't be that surprised. We are more than 500 episodes into it. More than halfway towards 1,000. So eventually, as much content as there is in this game, it's not infinite. So we were gonna run out of stuff to do eventually, and so the good news is that a whole truckload of content is about to come with the 2.0 patch, but we just gotta wait for the patch to be done. How long is that gonna take? Well, we don't know. So I don't want to get too invested in the idea of it coming out soon. I want to mentally prepare myself. Okay, the dev is like they've just got a newborn baby to take care of. There are probably other issues. Who knows what else is going on in people's lives. Let's mentally prepare ourselves for the possibility that maybe this patch is going to take quite a bit longer than maybe was initially suggested. Let's brace ourselves that maybe it's going to take multiple months. I mean, I think it's going to take less than that, but let's brace ourselves for that possibility. How can we deal with that? And I think the way to do it is to do one episode a week. Because the thing about playing a game once a week is that even if you do the exact same thing that you did last week, it still feels fresh. Again, the analogy I'm going to draw is with the Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is a wonderful game, but a very old game. And for veterans of Diablo 2, there's not much, I mean, other than finding some god tier rare item. Most times you're playing Diablo 2, nothing novel is going to happen. Let's put it that way. So I still play Diablo 2 Resurrected occasionally, but I would not play it every day, just because I would get pretty tired of it. But if all I'm doing is, I don't know, Arcane Sanctuary runs because I want to farm for a certain rune word, I could do like an hour of that a week, every week, and not get bored of it. It's when you're doing it every day or like multiple times a week, that's when the mental fatigue starts to come in. And that's not to say that I was getting tired of this game. It's just that I love this game so much, I don't even want to risk the possibility that I get burned out. So all of that is a very, very long way of me to try and justify why up until the patch comes out, I think we should scale back the game. And I think even the viewers would agree. I mean, if somebody is, like, their life depends on me doing 3 episodes of this a week, I might change my mind. But I think even the people watching are gonna be like, yeah, if you're gonna have 3 episodes a week and you're doing the exact same thing in all of those, then you could just do the 1 episode and have the same amount of the same value for what you're putting out. So that's my thinking there. Anyway, that's been a lot of rambling, but since this is gonna be the only episode this week, I think it's okay if we take a little bit of extra time, but not too much extra time, because we do want to get some stuff done. I'm not going to be doing arena combat. Even if I'm only doing 1 episode a week, I'd rather avoid arena combat if I can. So this Rune of Prophecies is probably not going to be fully completed. That's okay. That's fine. Let's just go the same way we've been going. We'll kill a couple false gods. We'll get a couple anointments. And make a bit of progress on the Rune of Prophecies. And then we'll call it good for this week. Because we'll be making progress on our achievements as well. But a lot of our achievements that remain to be done are ones that are gonna be extremely long to do. And that's 1 realm already done. Nice and quick. There's the exit there, but we do need to try and hunt down a master as well. Avoiding unnecessary combat, as I've gotten into the habit of. So, we'll keep on that. Alright. Treasure Golem. Now, do we need to fight a Treasure Golem? We do need to get Riddle Dwarf answers for this, so I will talk to the dwarf in just a moment. Okay, I think I can feel my voice coming back, so hopefully... Oh god, what is the brownie brood? Hang on, I'm gonna have to get my phone for this. Because it's either chaos or nature. But we need to get this correct. So let me just... God, there's so much garbage open on my phone. Brownie Brute is, I can tell you, a nature class. Okay. Okay, this is our master, the Forsaken Master has been taken down. A little bit more mastery with you. And we will let that Treasure Golem live, because we don't really need to fight him. We'll just let him be. He's not hurting anyone. And I'm just gonna go to the exit, because I see no reason in prolonging things. We'll smash a few things, and then we'll just carry on. I think we did a couple extra realms last time. I don't know. I don't remember. That's one issue with playing the game at a lower frequency, is that I may not remember exactly what it was that I did last episode. I'll just remember the vague sense of what we're doing. What our goals are, not necessarily the exact events, unless something really interesting happened, which, as we just talked about, we have exhausted most of the interesting things. I don't think we found any skins last episode, otherwise I feel like I would have probably remembered that. Alright. Alright, I guess we are gonna go this way. Do we need to do candle combat? We do. Okay, so sorcery, life, chaos. So let's do a bit of all of them. Nope. I guess I should start when I'm farming candle creatures. I should stop doing. I should diversify it a little bit. I wish there was a way for me to go to the candle and say, summon one random enemy who still has skins that we can find. One random enemy of a specific class who still has skins we could find. Although maybe that would be a little bit too specific. But I think you get what I'm trying to go for. Because I'm basically exclusively doing things on the first page. But eventually these elementals will not have any more skins left to give us, right? Because one assumes there's a finite amount. Alright. What are we even doing in this realm? We're finding robes. And we're killing these dudes. Okay. Okay. Take you out. Grab this. Do that. Alright. Where? What? Excuse me? Man. This better not be another glitched realm. These two robes better be in this one room. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very angry. Okay, good. Okay, good. I was about to get pretty annoyed. Alright, let's grab these two and let's leave. Okay. I should have also checked. Oh, I should have opened that chest after killing that mimic. But I can't be bothered to go back. Right, where's the exit? It's there. You know what? I'll summon some more people and however many that I can kill, I'll take out. Alright, another boss time. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Sorry I'm not as talkative. Partially it's because I'm trying to give my throat a bit of a rest. Partially it's because I think I'm genuinely at a loss for what to say. And I think that also kind of underscores why I'm cutting down the number of episodes. It's just because so many of our goals in this series have just been completed. That while we were still looking for cards, remember when we still had cards to find? If you look at our card collection, I should look at this more often, this beautiful, fully completed card collection. But while there were still cards to find, that was such a big preoccupation for us. Then for a while we were doing Gate of the Gods stuff. We were doing Ascensions. That was a really big thing. And then what was that? We obviously had the rare masters. That was another big thing. And those things and so many other things are basically permanently done. And of the things that are left, it's hard. I guess we are actively trying to do some of them, like we're actively trying to farm defends and provokes. Like I said, summoned a few too many chaos creatures when I was fighting them in the last realm, and no nature creatures, so we've got to make up those. But yeah, like we are actively pursuing some of our objectives, but most of them are just really long, grindy things that you can't just decide to do, right? Like if we go to our remaining achievements, something like open 50,000 chests. We can't just decide to do that one day, right? It's just gonna slowly happen. Emphasis on slowly. And then the thing that I'm hoping is that what the next update is gonna add is enough content so that as we're exploring it and as we're completing the stuff that it adds, there's gonna be enough of it so that by the time we're done with that stuff, we'll also be hopefully done, or mostly done, with the other grindy stuff that was in the base game. What I hope doesn't happen is for the developer to add new grindy achievements that are as long as the ones that already exist in this game, because trust me, brother, these ones are long enough, and I cannot believe this doesn't connect. That's tragic, but whatever. We'll just. Are you serious right now? Getting a little bit trolled by the map generation, but you know what? It's okay. We need to find one more buried treasure, and we are already at our first false god fight, which we will do in a random realm, but let's get a nice bonus first. $368 is gonna be good enough. Alright, let's see where we get sent. Okay. I do like this realm quite a bit. I'll do the exotic realm, why not? Just for fun. One thing that's going to be added in the update is exotic realms will now also give you a special currency that you can only get from exotic realms, and by that I mean rainbow colored realms. Well, rainbow-colored portals, similar to the one we just entered. And then there'll be things that you can buy with just that currency. And I assume that you can only buy with that currency. Extra traits, man. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Alright. This could potentially be a pretty dumb realm. Okay, let's take this guy out. Don't make him immune to indirect damage. Okay. Gotta find 4 more enemies. Okay, let's go on. Man, come on, stop. Let's go on and get them. I kind of just want to be done with this realm because I don't like the extra traits. Luckily, we're not experiencing too much nonsense just yet. Okay, I'll give him the 10% thing, even though it's going to be annoying. The 10% damage cap. Alright, let's take this guy out. Looking for one more enemy. Excuse me, what? Where have we not been? Oh god, that's so out of the way, man. Come on. Come on. Better be here. There you are, okay. What the fuck, man, stop it. I hate it when enemies do things at the top of the timeline. Anyway, let's get this boss dealt with. This is gonna be annoying because he has a chance to resist damage. And he also has a 10% damage cap. Which is gonna make for a pretty annoying battle. He's not gonna resurrect, is he? Hopefully not. I don't think he is. But what he is gonna do is he's gonna survive a frustratingly long amount of time. I guess it wasn't even that bad in the end. Impington Reborn didn't take that long. Let's see what sort of anointment we get. And if we are at all excited by what we see. Let's just take immune to disarmed, because debuff immunity, I guess, might be useful, like very situationally. If there's one fight where we just really need to be immune to disarmed, I guess now we can do that, if we want. Alright, let's head on home and set a new bounty, and let's continue. Alright. I guess one thing I should say, and I'll say it again at the end of the episode, and I guess I'll even put it in the video description, is that while we're doing only one episode a week for Siralim, I'm gonna be doing more episodes a week for Slay the Spire, because that is another game that I started pretty late, and I do also intend to 100% it, but obviously that's gonna take a lot of time, and so it might not be the worst idea to increase the number of episodes. Right now I'm doing like 2 episodes a week. So I'm thinking... So I'll have already made this decision by the time this episode goes up, but I'm thinking I'll do Slay the Spire 3 days a week for now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Monday can also be a Siralim day. So I'll have 2 different episodes for 2 different things going up on Monday, and then Wednesday and Friday can be just Slay the Spire for now. I think that's reasonable. And I know not everybody's going to be interested in Slay the Spire. A lot of people probably watch my channel only for Siralim. But anybody who cares about Siralim at all, whether you're watching my series or whether you're playing yourself and you're just watching occasionally, everybody's just waiting for this update to come out. So regardless of who you are, we are all in the same boat. Right. Why am I murdering these dumplings? Well, it's because they're easier to kill with this party than treasure golems, because you can kill them with indirect damage. So I was like, you know what, might as well. And that is another realm easily completed. Alright, let's go this way. Take out the master and then jump on to the next realm. How are we for the Rune of Prophecies? We're doing pretty decently, I have to say. Pretty decently. Alright. Alright. Where's the exit? It's there. Pilgrimage. Should I hand it in now or should I wait? Is there any reason to... You know what? I'm gonna hang on to all the projects I've completed until we start the next Rune of Prophecies. Just because I'm feeling lazy. And I think most of the way I'm gonna try and make the series more efficient is gonna be to try and increase the efficiency with which we are making progress on the Rune of Prophecies. Which is to say, I don't mind if we're a little bit slow on handing in pilgrimages or Keyforge missions or other things like that, if it means we get through the rounds a little bit quicker and therefore hand in the Rune of Prophecies a little bit quicker. I'm gonna again let that treasure golem go. Again with the ethos of Rune of Prophecies efficiency. Unless we need him for a prophecy objective. We're just gonna let the dudes go. We've turned over a new leaf. We're not good people. We're just slightly less evil than before. Alright, we're trying to hunt down our master now. That was a dumpling. We'll, again, we won't go out of our way to kill dumplings. Okay, so the master is probably going to be in the top left section of the map. And we got him pretty quickly. Alright, so there's the dumpling right there, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go and move on to the next realm. And let's see what sort of time we're making. We're at 30 minutes, and we're not that far from taking out our second false god. So maybe we'll go for one more this episode, we'll see. So once again we have to collect pelts. 5 of them. Easy. Okay. Okay, let's get this done, and well, I guess let's wait until we get to the next false god fight before we commit to making this a longer episode, because it might end up being a very annoying one. It might end up being one where I get killed because of stuff that happens. So let's see how that fight goes first. That's done. We gotta find a couple more pelts, and this is probably our master, the Angel Master, with a Dryad in its party. Dryad Vindicator, alright. Why not? Another exotic realm. I'm gonna leave this one. When, again, exotic realms are gonna be one of many things that is suddenly gonna become more interesting when the next update comes out. So I guess one thing I'll address, and I know nobody's said this, probably nobody's even gonna wonder this, but one potential question is, why not just put the series just completely on hiatus until the next update comes out? And the answer is simply because this game is too complicated that if I'm away from it for more than 2 weeks, I will start to forget basic things about how the game works. And if I've forgotten basic things about how the game works and then suddenly there's a giant update, it's gonna be too overwhelming. And any game is like this. So I mentioned Diablo 2 earlier. When you're when you get into a bit of rhythm playing the game and you get the muscle memory dialed in and you're away for a couple weeks and you come back, it's gonna take a while to relearn that. For instance, with Diablo 2, the way the map generation works, you have to go in a specific, depending on what realm you're in, you have to go in a specific direction, clockwise or counterclockwise. Well, I mean, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Basically, it's that if the entrance faces a certain way, then the exit is going to face a certain way, and then you can, from that kind of reason, where anyway, long-winded way of saying, you develop a bit of a muscle memory, like you instantly enter a realm and you instantly know where you probably need to go. But if I'm away from Diablo for long enough, I do forget. I'm like, okay, like if I'm doing the Countess Tower and I've not done it for a while, I'm like, oh yeah, which direction was it again? Was it that way? Was it the other way? And then you do it once, and then it comes back to you. This game has so many different things like that, which little things, like one thing that I constantly forget every time I've taken a break from the game is do not summon enemies with a candle in a false god realm until after you've summoned a false god. And every time I've taken a break from the game and I come back, I always forget that. I always end up summoning a bunch of enemies in the false god realm, and then I end up having to run around killing like 20 different things in all corners of the map before the god spawns. I don't know if false god spawning is going to change, but even if it doesn't, this is just one example. Another example is which of my several macros to change to if a certain enemy is being difficult to fight. Another thing is reminding myself at a glance which of the nether bosses are going to be immune to blight damage, because a couple of them I know off the top of my head and could remember even if I was away from the game for long enough, but some of them I would just completely forget. It's little things like that. Long-winded way of saying one episode a week I think is gonna be better for my own sake than just taking a complete break. And I think you can understand what I mean. Alright. So we're coming up to 40 minutes. Maybe we'll leave it at just the one false god. And the one additional false god. Because again, we don't want to overdo it. So what are we doing? We're doing statues. I would rather avoid this champion creature if I can, and looks like we might be able to. I'm gonna let that dumpling go. Alright, what are we looking for? Looking for another statue. This is one of those realms where I have no idea where the thing is, because these statues aren't the ones. Nor was that. So it's a statue that looks, I think it's the same size as those, but it's leaning the other way. I wonder if I'll be able to recognize it when I see it. Now, do we need to find this buried treasure? We do. Do we know where it is? We do. It's very far away. Okay. Was it this? No. Was it in this one room? Was it this? It was that. Man, I couldn't tell you what the difference was between that statue and the other ones. I guess I'm just not observant enough. And hey, look. Competent Purgatorian 2, that's our 20th realm quest completed. We're completing prophecy lines left and right. Now we just need to kill sorcery creatures. Would love to find one more riddle dwarf. And hopefully we can, but we're already at the next false god. tell you what. I tell ye what. Let's... Oh, you know what? I fucked up. We're in the false god realm. Oh, no, 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 no. Thank goodness this guy survived, because I need to forfeit. Because I forgot to roll a bonus. It's okay though. There was something I needed to check in the hub area. I wanted to check. Are we making progress? Yes, we are. In fact, one more realm will do it. I didn't want to talk to him. Well, I guess we accidentally had it in a pilgrimage. I just wanted to go. Yeah. And get Lloyd Prime killed. And I think that's the realm we were just in. Well, not counting the one... Excuse me, what? Are you serious? Why are these guys... Less indirect damage, fuck off. Ugh. That's annoying. Well, then maybe we're not... Okay, this is... This is gonna be a very annoying false god fight, let me just tell you. You know what, let's even start him at the top of the timeline. Okay. I'm gonna leave that Pandemonium Shrine. Oh, hey, look at these guys. Take less damage. Excuse me? Oh my god, the dodging is just very annoying. Okay. I think we are probably gonna have to leave it after this. Because I don't think... There's a good chance we're not even gonna be able to kill this guy. If I'm being blunt. And here's a terrible nether stone that I'm gonna have to... I still haven't gotten rid of the nether stones. I've got such a huge pile of them. I keep putting it off. And this is one of those things that while I'm... Oh my god. That while I am doing one episode a week, I'm probably never gonna remember. Oh my god. This is... This is kind of unbearable, I'm not gonna lie. Sure, let's give him a chance to avoid damage as well. Just really, just really going all in, making this a terrible fight for ourselves. Alright. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Am I gonna do it? You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Listen, let's just, let's just get this done. This is a terrible realm. So in addition to the 88% indirect damage reduction, I guess the rapid fatigue is actually good for us. But we also have no additional attacks or casts. There's another terrible netherstone. I'm gonna leave that treasure golem again because I'm just not in the mood for their nonsense. Alright, come on. Alright. Two more enemies and we're gonna have to just attack them one at a time like a bunch of cavemen. So it's just, it just feels like such a primitive way to fight. Alright. Hey, this is good, because we are gonna be able to complete... Okay. We are going to be able to complete our quest objectives. Now, only one more nature creature, a bunch more sorcery creatures. So maybe we'll do one more realm after this one, just to get that Rune of Prophecies done. Where is, man, what, where are you, dude? There you are. This is quite unbearable. Okay, listen, let's just fight this dude. It's probably gonna be bad. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. What the fuck just happened? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? There's gonna be a good chance that something was gonna go... I just had a feeling. I just had a fucking feeling. I just had a feeling. Again, I didn't want to talk to you. Oh, I'm so livid. I am so livid. I didn't want to do... Oh. Sorry, I'm about to lose it. I am about to lose it right now. Because this is okay, less attack damage. Okay, good. And of course we run into protected elites. So ridiculous, man, come on. And why did I talk to Everett? I didn't want to talk to him. I just It was muscle, again, it was muscle memory. I didn't want to talk to him. Because I wanted to save those completed projects for the next Rune of Prophecies. So one suggestion I left in the Siralim Discord was, when you're talking to Everett, it shouldn't just automatically complete your projects. It should ask you which ones you want to hand in, and you only hand in those ones. And that way, it avoids situations like this where I'm deliberately not handing in my Rune of Prophecies because I want to like save it for the next one. Because if I don't want to hand them in, or if I just want to hand one specific thing in and not hand in any others, you know, that's that would then be an option. And another protected enemy. Okay. We are getting trolled really hard by the game right at the end. Okay, I'm gonna have to screenshot this. Okay, this episode is it's, let me just say, I'm glad that that's the only one this week. Because I am fucking done with the game right now. Where is it even? It's making me walk all the way here. Lloyd Prime is probably gonna kill us again. Because I did it without thinking, but I just realized that he's at the top of the timeline again. And isn't he scripted to do damage? Motherfucker, dude. Fuck off. Oh. So, okay. Lloyd Prime, whatever bullshit he's doing, you can't put him at the top of the timeline. Because he just does... and I talked to... Fuck off. What am I even doing? I talked to Everett again. Am I okay? Am I doing okay? It doesn't seem like it, does it? 382? I saw that. I need to slow down. Because I'm on tilt right now. Okay, come on. Okay, let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. Oh my god, 9 fucking enemies. Fuck off, game. What the? Oh no, I put him at... Didn't put him at the top of the timeline again. What am I doing? Okay, maybe this time somehow we'll survive. Maybe we can debuff him so that he loses his turn somehow. Oh, I'm just so used to taking the top of the timeline thing that I didn't even think. Those stats aren't helping us. Oh my god, fucking unstable horror. Get fucked. Okay. Three debuffs is actually gonna be really bad. Because the debuffs could be things that waste our turns. So somehow we gotta find 3 more enemies in this really stupidly spread out realm. Oh my god. Oh my god, of course they've got a fucking leech digger in their party. Fuck off. Okay. What? Man, what happened? What debuffs did my mimics have that they weren't even casting their fucking Oh, are you fucking serious right now? And why do I keep talking to this guy? Oh my god. Oh. What is actually happening? What is actually happening right now? Like seriously, what actually is happening? Can somebody explain to me what's going on? What happened in that battle? Let me look at the battle history. Phase Knight can't act, Frieden can't act, Lunatio sleeping. What? Were all 3 of my mimics silenced? Were all 3 of them silenced? Or what happened? I don't... What do you mean creature can't cast... Fuck off, man. 9 enemies again, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, come on. Come on, man. What the fuck? Get the fuck out with these salamanders. Did I... Hang on, what did I select? Oh my god, I was just gonna say, my... In case you don't know what happened. It might as well be like this. I was trying to pick the thing in the middle, but my hand was on the thumbstick, and I was like, oh, I hope I didn't accidentally go to the left. And I did go to the left. I picked... I think I'm just... Yeah, I think I'm actively trying to hurt myself. I think that's what's happening. I think at this point I'm actually trying to cause myself extra pain. I think on some level I wanted to put Lloyd back at the top of the timeline. Because part of me was like, you haven't suffered enough. You need to suffer. You need to suffer some more. Oh my god. Okay. He's gonna kill us again. 100% he's gonna kill us again. Oh my fucking god, man. What's the fucking deal with these sorcery creatures? Where are they? Where the fuck are they? Oh my god, and why doesn't this connect? What? Fucking Lloyd. Why is he? Oh, he's resurrecting? Are you serious right now? Get fucked, you piece of... You piece of trash! Why are you still alive? Oh my god. Fuck off. Fuck off, Lloyd. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, I don't even care about what we got. I don't... Fuck, I'm gonna have to get rid of this stupid nether stone as well. Just... Whatever. We're done. Almost done. Goblet of Trials is full. Before we leave... Oh my god. I'm really fucking annoyed. Oh my god. Where's the exit? It's literally right here. Alright. Here's how we'll do this. We'll hand in the Rune of Prophecies. I know I'm not even gonna pick up the buried treasure because fuck that nonsense. I just want to be done with this episode. Somehow, what should have been over in probably less than 40 minutes has gone on more than an hour because of a combination of my own stubbornness and some nonsense from the game. So we're probably gonna have like 9 lines. Yep. Now the next Rune of Prophecy is not asking us to hand in the Goblet of Trials. Slot machines and Kino. We'll do that just now. Forge mission. We had an experiment mission and a pilgrimage mission and a keyforge mission, none of which are being asked for by this Rune of Prophecies. So me going back to Everett actually didn't cost us. God, I'm so wired right now. I need to stop playing this game. I need to leave. I need to leave. I need to have a nice cup of tea and some yeah, that's how I'll try and get my anger down a little bit. Let me think about what I'm gonna have with tea later on this evening. I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea and some cinnamon croissants. Some iced cinnamon croissants. I don't know. I mean, they're definitely croissants, and they're definitely got icing, and they definitely are cinnamon flavored. So I said that correct. But for some reason, describing them that way felt wrong somehow. So we need to do a raid mission, forage mission. We need to cancel a couple of our projects. Cancel this. I'll actually cancel this as well, and I'll start the raid and the forage. And we need a training mission. Yeah, okay. I'll do Kino and slot machines. And then we'll end. Okay. I also have to set a new bounty. Because what was accomplished this episode? Very little other than making myself very angry. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Chill, just chill. It's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. Whew. It's just a game. That's gonna be the mantra for the end of this episode. It's, at the end of the day, it's just a game. It shouldn't be making you this angry. It's just a game. 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 Alright. I think I've lowered my temperature enough. So, alright, what actually did we accomplish this episode? We got one achievement. The Competent Purgatorian 2 for the 20th Realm Quest as the Purgatorian, and since we don't have to hand in the Rune of Prophecies, what I'll do is I'll switch... What were we working on? Which... I mean, I guess I can just look at the engineers, what we were working on. So let's switch back to the engineer. Alright, and let's just take a look at some of our project and some of our other achievements. How are we doing on battles? Over 77,000 defense. That's nice. How are we doing on this stuff? It's kind of slowly getting there. How are we doing on this stuff? Again, slowly getting there. Okay, so on that note, we're gonna bring this episode to a close. An episode that was... It didn't end... When it started, I had no idea how it was gonna turn out. Let's just leave it that way. And on that note, we're gonna bring things to an end. Well, I guess I should mention again, while we're only doing one episode a week for Siralim, I'm going to be doing more episodes a week for Slay the Spire. 3 at least, I think. 3 or 4. I'll think about it. This week I might leave it at 2 because the episodes I'm working. I mean, that's going to be a thing that I'll have to decide on my own. But there's going to be more Slay the Spire while we're doing while we're easing off on Siralim. So you know that's going to be good. And I think yeah, that's gonna be all for this one. It was a you know what? It was my own fault. I should have not kept putting him at the top of the timeline. A couple of those were misclicks. I think a couple of those were genuinely me just being so on tilt that I was trying to make myself suffer. It's the only explanation, but in the end we did kill him. We could have killed him earlier if in that one battle our mimic wasn't silenced or whatever the fuck stopped him from casting. Anyway, it's over now, and I, for one, am glad. I think I need to be away from this game for a week after what happened here. So yeah, it's gonna be all for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time if you watched. And I'll see you for next week's episode of Let's Play Siralim, and until then, take care.